Hi, this is a private reading I'm doing for someone, and they've got a few questions they need answering. They know who they are, so I won't be mentioning their name. They've asked for some guidance on their career, any changes coming up soon or in the future. Also about their love life. They're not in a relationship at the moment. They want to know what's the chances of them having any romance and where to look. And the other question they've asked is on their spiritual journey, because they're also into spiritual stuff. So, getting straight on with the reading. Now this, I'm talking to the person who the reading's for. They know who they are. I feel when you went into your current position, it took a bit of courage. It was a bit of a gamble. You think, okay, I can do this, and you were surprised by how quick things blossomed. Things just seemed to fall into place. As each step you went through, you've done your bit, and you could see it's like planting a seed. It bloomed. Everything you did, it just seemed to be flowing. Okay, for some reason I feel it got to a point where it's in your head. Your job was in your head, and I feels like you've got to a stage where it's like, I don't want work to be in my head. It seems to be taking over everything around you. So the constant thoughts in your head is about your job. And I feel you're going to be looking at ties of trimming back. I don't feel as if you want to stop this job, but you're looking to condense, in a spiritual way, I guess, condense the attachments it has on you. Now what I feel also, I feel there's been some kind of where you've been let down, and I feel this is very, very recent, where you've been let down. But I get the strength in you to want to carry on. This is interesting because I felt the need for you wanting to cut some of the ties, not all of the ties, just some of the ties, so there's not as much drain on you. And then following that, I feel there's been some kind of a push, as if, I didn't think I'd get treated like that. Now, getting more into the current stage of where you are with your employment, things are flowing in a good, but I don't think they're flowing where you are in control. You're being pushed on where things are going. So in essence, you're going along for the ride, but you're not in control of where things go. I feel like you're being saying, you go there, you go there, you go there, and that's where things are at the moment. I'm picking up now. I feel you're going to have a progression where you looking at other options again, going back to where you're cutting the ties, and I feel you doing some further research into expanding, into progressing further with your job. And I don't feel as if you leaving, but I feel you. It's one of those cases where the higher you get up the ladder, the less shit you have to deal with, and I feel that's where you're currently going. You're looking at other options, taking in, so you're studying, doing further research into how things can go, to gain an extra feather in your cap to progress further. So, and right now I feel you're at a place where I'm getting a curdling feeling. Sometimes you can like a glass of milk, sometimes you can like a glass of Coke. You have the two together and it's going to make you sick. And I feel what's happened, where these changes are going on, I feel this is where you are currently now. Things are just making you feel uncomfortable because you like that, but having the two together isn't agreeing with you. So how do I see things progressing? I feel it is going to progress in a strong way. I feel like strong roots growing, leading up further into bigger things. So what started off small, I feel things are going to expand on where you're currently looking into. And this feels a new area. And I do feel this will mean more money coming your way as well. And you asked about changes in your job. I feel it's going to get to a stage, well, you're going to get to the stage where you think, well, now what do I want? I've got everything I asked for, but this is now you looking back, looking at things to say, well, I need to have a serious divvy up. And it feels like looking what you need and what you want, and having a condensing thing where you have an assess of what you really want, whether you get these things, and the feeling is it's the draining aspect is going to make you want to change. Being shown the image of the story where someone was given 5 pots of gold and 4 of the pots were filled and the 5th pot was halfway, and this person spent all their life trying to get this pot to have 5 full pots of gold rather than being satisfied with 4.5 pots. And I feel that's a similar feeling to what you're going to be feeling, where you just keep on trying and trying to get things fulfilled, but you're never going to feel that quiet fulfillment, and you're going to say, hold on a minute, I need to have an assessment of whether I really want to continue trying to fill this pot up to its full, or just accept the way things are. And I feel that's going to be a change for you. That's going to be your changing moment. I feel there's going to be a change in your financial situation with this, where I feel you're going to take a chance, and it feels like you taking more a financial investment. I feel you're saying, all right, here we go, I'm going to put take a chance with money. And I feel some kind of investment, or that where you put your money into something to try and progress, to see how that's going to go. And I get a nice feeling about this, because I feel you just putting this change with money, putting some investment, and then having time for family, where you just put your money out there and then you can put the worry aside and do other things. So that change, I feel, is definitely on the cards for you. And the spiritual part, you asked for the reading, I feel there's going to be a spiritual calling for you further down the line. Yeah, this is lovely. Okay, just a quick recap. How long have I been talking for? 8 minutes. Right. I'll go from the present moment, where I feel things are curdling, where you've got a mixture of the two, and you're not sure which one to go for. You like that one, but the two together just not working. Feel things are going to progress in a stronger way. I feel there's some kind of pay increase coming up for you. Then the big changes. The divvy up to say, you know what, how long am I going to keep on trying to fill, looking at the money aspect of things rather than the heart, the job satisfaction. I feel you putting an investment with money. Just so like, there you go, you're doing that with your money. That's going to be my investment. Having more time for family, enjoying yourself, and then ding, the next stage in your life opened up. There'll be this spiritual calling, and you're saying, hold on a minute, I've had enough of this. This is my journey, and I see you moving on in your spiritual journey. It's a lovely ending to this. I hope that's managed to cover everything in your job aspect. I'm gonna pause this video and add the other bits after. So that's your job career reading, and I'll add the other bits on in a minute. So I'm going to pause and probably do the editing after. I'm not very good at editing, so please bear with me for that one. Okay, thank you very much, and see you in a bit.